Well, welcome. I hope you are doing well today. It took me a little bit to get this done, but I wanted to get it before the actual end of the year. Hopefully, I get it posted before the end of the year. But this is a hashtag end of year tarot tag. It was done by ChanelDays, and I first saw it on Robin's Reflections, and I will put their links down in the description. So there are, I don't know, a few questions, and we can see some of the decks I've used. So the first one is the deck I most used this year, and that was the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterle. I love this deck. It's feminine based, and I just think it's modern, it's fun. Here are the backs. Those are cool. And I say fun, and then I come up with the 10 of Wands as the first one. Go figure. But this is a deck that I tend to go to when I'm not looking for a specific thing or I'm not in any special mood. It just reads for me really well. And I love the artwork, the colors, the way they pictured the people in it, how it's modernized and has the feminine slant for all of them, but all types of femininity, not just the traditional. So this is the one I've used most this year, this one. And then also I have an RWS that is recolored that I really love too. But this is the one I think I picked up the most. I love that Fool. Like, I really do. I really wish I could be her, even though she's about to go over the cliff, but she is just having the time of her life. I love that. You've probably all seen this before. The cardstock is a thicker cardstock, so I know some people have trouble with it because you cannot riffle shuffle it at all. But that doesn't bother me because I really think the deck is worth it. So this is, again, the Modern Witch Tarot. And I actually, a lot of times I call it the Modern Bitch Tarot. I think it suits. I'm a bitch witch, so it goes together to me. The next one is a deck I didn't use at all or barely used. And I have two. They go together. It is the Shuffle Tarot Collection A and Collection B. I got these off of Etsy. I do not know who created them. It doesn't say on the outside of the box anywhere. But these are really cool decks, and I just haven't used them. What they do is they take a picture on one of the cards. Here are the backs. These have the same backs in a different color. They're yellow. And it has squirrel cards. Squirrel? So they mix the cards. So this is the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands in one card. And here you have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, or 6 of Swords and 6 of Wands. And so it makes it really interesting to not have the traditional pictures, but to have them mixed up with other parts of it and how those work together, like the 2 of Pence and the 2 of Swords and how they work together. And the concept is fascinating to me, and I love it, and I just haven't used them. Like, there's the Devil with the Hierophant. Like, that card to me says a lot, especially about organized religion. So anyway, I love the idea of these decks. They're different, same concept, different decks. So in the collection B, the cards will be put together differently than in this one. And sometimes I look at them and I have to think, what is that again? Because I don't know what the other card is. That's pretty bad. That's on me, though. Here you have Death on the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, that's interesting. So I think these were created, another squirrel card, in Asia. And I really wish I could find out the name. I don't think it does come with a little book. The author is Mate or Mate Horonumber, and the artwork is by Umsin Fumfat, Petnusa, and Kirana Singsmar Samaran. So I apologize because I know I mutilated those names and I am so sorry. But in the books, the only thing in the books is that it really does do basic meanings of both cards, that it doesn't tell you what the two cards are, but it's the basic meaning of the two cards. So if we look at the 10 of Swords here, let's see here. The 10 of Swords and looks like I would say the 3 of Swords. And it says just keywords: tolerating suffering, not letting go. Actually, that'd be the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, huh? I'm confused by the knives in the back. Tolerating suffering, not letting go, accepting pain, proceeding, being ambushed, long distance, arrogance, and riding a tiger. I do not know what riding a tiger means. I'm sure somebody's familiar with that term, but I'm not. Anyway, so it doesn't go into more detail about the combination of the two. You really read it intuitively. They also had not only the extra scroll cards, but they had a Pamela Coleman Smith card in each deck too. And then a certificate, like I got copy 510 out of 1010 with a signature. So they do come with that also. So I just did not get to read these this year. I still think they're fascinating and really would love to get into them more. I mean, that's cool. The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Anyway, so those are the decks that I didn't touch this year. Look at the Empress with the Hangman. That's kind of funny. All right, we'll stop for now. That was the Shuffle Tarot. There are 2 of them, A and B. You do not have to get them together. I believe you can order them separately, one or the other, but they were on Etsy. The next one is the most recent addition to my collection, and that is the Uncommon Tarot by Shaheen Miro with commentary by Teresa Reed. So I saw this online, and they fascinate me. So inside the box, it just says uncommon, adjective, not ordinary, remarkable, exceptional. And here are the backs, and it's got the silver edging. So it is a collage deck, and I still love the artwork, and I find it fascinating to look at and really get into the pictures. I don't know if I could ever read with this though. As I was going through it, I was like, I'm just not sure I can read with that. I love that the wise one is Buddha statue with the keys. As much as I like it, I'm not sure the way I read that I'd be able to pull it out of this. I have not tried yet. I just received this. There's the Hanged one. I think the artwork is pretty. It is not AI. It's done individually. And this is one of the ones that really got my attention, was this tower. I think it's beautiful with the poppies and the butterflies. I love it. I like this sun. I think it's gorgeous. This is the Ace of Coins. Like the Six of Coins is a mama feeding her baby, kind of as our past feeds us too. The Nine of Coins with the peacock, the coloring, the blue is just, it's gorgeous. And it shows a wide selection of people. They all look different. They're all from different parts of the world. I don't know. I haven't tried, so I'm going to try to read with it. It does come with the little book right here. And in it, they talk about the artist Shaheen Miro talks about how she came to do this tarot deck. And they talk in general about the tarot, the power of tarot. And then it does go into elemental energy, numerology, just like the basics, and then the cards. And each card has it doesn't have a picture, but it has the name of the card. So the Fool is the wanderer in this. A question, what adventure is ahead of you? Then keywords, a general theme, and then if it's in a reversal. So it's not a bad little deck. It's definitely going to be more, for me, more intuitive to do it. But I do like how they have the questions like the Devil card. How can you break the cycle? To really have you think about it and go deeper that way. So that was the Uncommon Tarot. Put that away. Beautiful deck. The next thing is a deck that isn't my usual style. And I just got this one too, and it's not my usual style for two things. It is the Squid Cake Marseille Tarot by Jess Rollar. I don't read Marseille. And the artwork is not my normal artwork. And I love this deck. Inside it says, engage your creativity and be inspired to think outside the box. I like the size of this deck. It comes with a really good little book with keywords and then a little more of a description and visually what's in the card. For each card, it describes things in the card and what it means. Here are the backs. I think they're cute. I love these colors. And it's edged in pink. I don't know if that's coming out on camera or not. And it's kind of a cartoonish feel. But I love this deck. I love the artwork. It's nothing like anything else I have. The colors is what really got me, is these pinks and these blue greens. I just think it's the cutest little deck. The size is perfect. So I'm, may have to try to do some Marseille reading just to be able to use this deck. I'm sure I could use it for regular RWS, but since I'm one of those people who doesn't really do well with the pips, I don't know. But yeah, this is not my normal deck. And I am in love with it. It is cute and quirky and colorful. And I love it. And we'll end on the world. Yeah, so that was Squid Cake Marseille Tarot. And the book is really good for it, for this deck. I like, because I don't read Marseille. I do like in the major, they have not just the keywords, but a function. So like the moon, it says distorts. I do have trouble reading this blue ink on here with my older eyes. So that's the only thing that I don't like, is that color is very hard to read. But when it says visually, like the Three of Batons, visually it tells about the X being formed with the third going up. It's showing a path forward and asking that you not waste any time in getting to your destination. Some of them talk about the foliage. There's foliage on it, and that means something. Vegetation, they call it, vegetation. So yeah, it's a good little book too. So there you go. Next, my favorite deck pairing. So I don't pair my decks a lot. I would love somebody to sit down and explain a good way to do it with me. But it just doesn't flow for me. And I think I'm just not grasping it. But I have paired these two together, the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot and the Botanical Inspirations. I saw this on somebody's channel, and I'm sorry, I do not remember who. And it's the coloring and the style just really kind of go well together. Look at that, 10 of Wands again. I think I'm being told something. I don't know. It's kind of obnoxious. So let's see. So these I have read together, and I found it interesting. I think visually they go really well together, which helps me because I need it to visually work together in my brain. And it did open up a new line of thinking when I read with these two together. I mean, the colors they're really good together. They really are. So yeah, these are the only ones I've actually paired. Now I will pull an oracle with my tarot. Not all the time. Like just like one oracle card with the tarot, not pairing them all through the reading. That's what I tend to do. I did do this all through the reading. So if anybody has any suggestions on how I can connect with pairing my tarots and tarot and oracles more, I would love to hear about it down below. Because I know a lot of people do it and I just don't get the concept. I think that's my problem. I'm just not seeing it like they do. And maybe laziness, not having to pull a bunch of cards for one reading. I don't know. So there you go. We have the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot and the Botanical Inspirations Tarot, which is in this great little box. Little flip up box. Oops. Anyway. Next is a deck, mod, bag, or any accessory. So I just started crocheting because I wanted deck bags. So I have Good, Bad, or Ugly. These are some of the bags I've made. This one's a really big one. This one has soul cards 1 and 2 in it. So that's why it's so big. But that's what I've been doing, is creating tarot bags by crocheting and learning as I go. I've made some by sewing before, but I'm really liking the crocheting and how it relaxes me. I've also, in the past, I have cut, trimmed decks and edged them and stuff. But the main thing now is my crocheting, which I'm pretty proud of, that I taught myself and I'm learning it and doing it. So my favorite deck backs, I wanted to pull out this one. It's Oracle, the Modern Goddess Oracle by Ethony Dawn, because I love these backs. They're beautiful. I love the silver. It's going to be hard to see the design, but there's a bumblebee and then the pentagrams. I just think it's gorgeous. I also did like this Squid cake backs that I just showed you. I like colorful backs or super pretty ones, ornate ones like this one that Ethony did on her deck. Then the deck I am in love with right now, which I have said before, is the Star Tarot. Let me see who it's by. Here's the box. It's a big box, by Cathy McClelland. Here are the backs. Gold edging, which I think is already might be coming off. And I love this deck. I love the colors. I love how there's so much symbolism in it that every time I get one, I see something different. It is RWS Thoth, both based. And there's just so much in each card, and they're beautiful. Like that, Sun card is always happy, but that is probably the happiest Sun card I've ever seen. So this is my absolute favorite right now. I'm amazed by it. It's just so gorgeous. And the readings that come from it are really amazing. And they go so deep. Ooh, she's pretty. So yeah, that's the Star Tarot. This is the one I am in love with right now. I will probably say it again in another video until I move on and find something shinier, huh? Like a little magpie. The next one is a deck you wish existed or an out-of-print deck you want. And the only one I could think of, because it went out of print and I didn't buy it in time and I wanted it, was the Moon Oracle by Carolyn Smith and John Astrop. And I'm sad that it went out of print. I have the Radiant Sun Oracle that goes with it, and I didn't buy it and I put it off, and now I was wishing I had it. So which card sums up your year as a whole, or a card you like? So I do numerologically cards of the year, and my card this year was Temperance. And I think that probably does sum it up. I was going to say Five of Pence, and I thought that sounded super pitiful. So we're going to go with the Temperance. And I just pulled some different Temperance cards so you could see. Anyway, so this year was a lot about finding that balance and alchemizing different parts to create something new, which is what a lot of what I went through this year basically boiled down to, was that finding the balance so you could alchemize and create something new. But it wasn't easy, hence the reference to the Five of Pence. It's better now though, or it's getting better. So that was the card for 2024, was Temperance. And then let me see, the next one is, oh, hold on a sec. I'm sorry. Let's see. Did I miss any? Oh, I did miss one. Deck with a great theme. So I don't know. I had a hard time with this also. So I decided to pick this RWS Halloween Tarot. It's original art by Pamela Coleman-Smith and altered by Matt Green. And I got this on Etsy after Halloween. It was on sale. And I really wanted it. It was on my list. So the theme, of course, is Halloween. There are the backs. It was already edged orange. And he took, oh no, there's something on it. And it's a smooth cardstock too. So he took the RWS and he hauntified it basically. Not too much, like you can still tell this is definitely RWS, but coloring them green, putting a pumpkin in there. The chariot is the headless horseman, basically. Look, the lion is in a tutu and socks. Like, I love this deck so much. So yeah, this is one of my favorite Halloween decks and probably one of the best ones I've seen. I just love how he did it. And he didn't go overboard. Just enough to be quirky and fun. So I guess this would be my best theme deck. I couldn't really think of any other ones, but I love this one. And I love how he just went right up to the line and then stopped when he was altering it, as he calls it. So, yep, that's the RWS Halloween deck on Etsy. Oh, stuck on the box. The inside of the box is like the back of it too. It's really cute. Come on, there we go. So I thought I missed one. Then tarot practice reflection. And I want to say the beginning of the year, I started out, I bought the Ritual Tarot Planner for 2024. And I bought the 3-card one because I wanted to practice reading 3 cards together. And I did it pretty consistently for half of the year. And then, and I was able to read consistently outside of that too. And then I got a new job in the middle of the year, and almost everything stopped because I have chronic illness. I have multiple, and the main issue that comes with those is chronic fatigue. So getting a new job, having to change my hours and everything really affected me deeply. And I didn't have it in me to read tarot as much as I wanted. I managed to keep up my moon tarot readings that I do on the full and new moons. And every now and then another tarot. And it really made me sad. I'm doing better now and I'm hoping to get back into it. But it's a learning process on how to do what you got to do and function and still be able to do what you want to do. And it's really hard and it's really sad and depressing. So it was hard. Anyway, so that was mine. This coming year, I have some studies I'm doing with tarot that I'm hoping will be able to keep me on track a little bit. And I get together with some people, so that'll help. So I don't know if I'll be able to go back to everyday readings. Probably not. I wish, but it'd be nice not to have to skip weeks of not reading because of just fatigue and life happening. So that was my reflection and a little bit of a pity party story. Sorry. Now back to what we're here for real. So the next and last prompt is pull a card for the new year or pick one you like. And like I said, I do a card numerologically, and I am going into a devil year. Yay. I'm hoping that is the fun part of the devil, let me tell you. So this is the card that I have for 2025. So I pulled some of them so you could see, just have something to look at besides me talking. I really hope that this is going to be a fun devil year and not a tricky one. When I first heard that it was the devil, I was excited, but yet, it's the devil, so it's not always good. So this is going to be my 2025 devil year. I love that devil, by the way. That's from the Star Tarot. I think it's amazing. That's probably my favorite devil card. All right. So there you go. That was the end of year tarot tag, my tarot reflections from 2024. Thank you for joining me. And I forgot to mention this in the beginning. If you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe, I really want to hit 100 subscribers. Also, please like the video, leave me a message if you want down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. See you later. Bye.